So lean it up against there to where it's facing. You get over there.
It's recording, so. I have to do some editing tonight.
You're supposed to tell what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. What's up, guys? Today we are cleaning.
Let's go outside, Clover. Come on.
I'm recording a video.
Looking at me like I'm crazy.
If you don't want your voice in the video, leave it out.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
That's if you don't.
Lori, he's going upstairs, right? That's what we decided?
Yes.
Okay.
So really what you want to do with these guys is a big old croaker. You take a serrated blade, just like this. Disclaimer, bloody content. If you don't like that, click away from the video now. But you would just cut the head off. This is if you don't want to fillet it and do all the harder work. Just take it and I'll be getting a GoPro here soon, so with a head mount and a chest mount, so I will be able to record my fishing trips and all my cleaning and stuff. But cut the head off just like that. Put it in the garbage bag. You can also use these guys for bait. They're amazing. Shark and not cobia, but bluefish bait if they're small enough to get in their mouth. But with reef fish, I know there's at least some good 300, 400 pound bull sharks. It was funny because last night me and my family came up for this week for 4th of July, and we were fishing. Now all of a sudden we look over and there's this 250 pound bull shark. It comes jumping out the water, but you take all of its guts out just like that. And here's the guts, all the yucky guts. Where's the what you call it, Mom?
We'll just clean out once we get them all clean. We'll clean that out with some water.
All right, and then you still got this bloodline. Take your thumb, run it across through there, get all that gunky stuff out. Make sure if you have any cuts or open scars or whatever, to cover them up. Right now, I got an open cut, but which if you don't cover it up, what you would do is clean it out very thoroughly with soap and water. And if it gets infected, go to the doctor. But luckily, I don't have to go to the doctor. My mom here, she's a nurse, so she knows how to deal with all the type of infections and stuff. We got antibiotics and stuff in the house. But just discarding of all the heads and guts and stuff. It's gonna be some good eating. And season it up with some salt, some pepper, and some Old Bay. And then just fry it. If it's big enough, then we'll fillet them. All right, now most of these are going to a friend of ours. My mom's just using a fillet knife, but I'm using this this copper shelf serrated blade. It works very well. Just take it, work it like a saw behind the pectoral fin, Work it like a saw, back and forth. Just like that. Heads off. Take your fillet knife. I have what fillet knife is this, Mom? Who's it made by? Can't read that.
Yeah, I can't read it. It's worn out. It's got a imprinted fish on it, so
Yeah, but it
remember who
starts
it was
with a
by.
B, but it has an imprint of a fish, so if any of y'all can help me out, that'll be appreciated. But to take the guts out, just take it through the head and take it out through the bottom of the stomach or bottom of the skin. Go out just like that. Take your finger, scrape all that nasty stuff out. It's its stomach, its lungs, and all that nasty stuff. Get all that out. Ideally, you would want to be washing these out with some water. But right now, we'll do that later on in the video. We got another batch that we caught last night. Tonight, we went fishing for about 2 hours and 45 minutes at least. I caught 62 croaker, 1 spotted sea trout, and 2 black sea bass. So for me, tonight was a good night. How many did you catch, Mom?
16 I had last count.
My mom caught 16. I believe Dad caught 5 or 6. My grandma may have caught 20 or so.
No, she caught, I think it was 9.
Or 9. I wasn't really paying attention. I was getting a bite almost every cast.
What's up?
But
Put that bucket back in.
oh. Right now we got this thing called a game table. It's a really nice filleting table and cleaning table. I suggest it, Brain. I suggest it. It'll help you out a lot. My mom is using this green fillet knife that she got at Bass Pro Shops. Very, very sharp. Want to be careful with
I got
this.
that at Ocean's East.
Or Ocean's East, my bad. I suggest you go to Ocean's East. They are very kind people. They will help you out and they'll teach you a lot. So right now my mom's going to take those and put them in the refrigerator. And then she's going to come back with the other batch. And I will see you guys then. Alright, so my mom just got the second batch out here. Hopefully these guys are still good because unfortunately we didn't get to them last night, which was very bad. When you want to catch fish when you catch fish one night, you won't want to clean them that night and then let them sit overnight to basically just get all the gunk and if there's any parasites out. You put them in salt water and you stick them in the freezer. Our refrigerator right now is set at 34 degrees. So these guys should be good. If not, we could use them as shark bait. But right now my mom's rinsing stuff off. And rinse the fish off for a second, Mom. But she's...
Don't want to be in the picture.
Yeah, I know. I'm not putting you in the picture. Or in the frame. But, whoa. So, right now my mom's cleaning the stuff off. Get these guys out. Here. Let me set you guys up. Right there. These were about the size that we were catching the other night. Last night was mainly big stingrays and sharks. I had about a 250-pound stingray on the end of my line. If you don't have another scaler like we don't, a spoon, that works really well. This is the scaler. You use that to take the scales off of the fish. Spoon works really well to do that. If you don't have an extra one, or if you don't have money to buy a scaler, you just take your spoon, run it the opposite way of the scales, knocks them all off. And you don't have to worry about that slimy taste in your fish. Because the scales hold the slime coat of the fish. This is what we call a spot croaker. They're called spots because they got a spot right there on the body. Sorry guys, I dropped my spoon, don't know where it went. Here it is. I'm not good. Dropped my phone. Sorry. Oh God, it's really not good. I was hitting it on the water. Hold up. Gotta find a spot for you guys to where it's not wet. All right. Wait, this is a spot croaker called spots because they got that spot. And sometimes you'll hear them croak, but it's pretty rare to hear them croak, but not really rare. They don't croak as much as actual Atlantic croaker, and all croaker are is they are a red drum, pretty much. They're in the drum family. So that's why they look like red drum. They have the sloped head like a red drum, the mouth like a red drum, and their bodies are shaped like a red drum. I've seen people mistake croakers for puppy drum, which are smaller, is what we call smaller red drum, baby red drum. We were fishing off of a naval base near a pier on the rocks, because unfortunately the pier has a big crack in it. So if that bridge falls, that's at least 200 to 400 feet that you're going underneath the water. So it's really deep. The reason why they did it there is because it's so deep, and they need to put their ships there. Their naval ships and their gunner ships and their medical ships and all kinds of stuff. So. Today, I did go a little bit of freshwater fishing. Didn't get a chance to record that because I don't have my GoPro yet. But I caught a bass that was 2 pounds, 22 ounces. and some brunette Crockett bluegill that were about the size of my hand, and a little golf pond over on Little Creek base. Not the same base with the where we caught these croaker at. Base we caught these croaker at are NOB. NOB stands for Naval Operations Base, mainly for SEALs.
Largest bases in the world.
And it is one of the largest bases in the world. It is number 1. So, little fact for you guys. Fun fact.
And the reason you're able to get on the base is because your dad is a retired sailor.
And my dad, reason why I'm able to get on the base is because of my dad. He's a retired sailor. He retired as an E6. Get all the scales off. Biggest one last night that was caught was this one right here, and it was caught by my grandma. My grandma and my grandpa and my cousin are up for summer because I'm out of school, obviously. But here, let me get out the way. Right now, my mom, she is cleaning off the scales of the fish, and then we'll have to gut them and cut their heads off, and some of them will possibly fillet. But for the rigs that we were using, let me get mine that I was using. Just stay with me for a second so I can get the rig out. But, well, I took my rig off, but I'll show you the rod and reel that I was using. But the rig that we were using is called a high-low rig. And it's basically one rig that's on top of another, or one hook with a leader that's on top of another. That's what it looks like. You got your first hook. Focus. Come on, focus. That is a tailed hook. Not sure what size that is, but then you got your little circle hook. Sorry if it's not focusing. Phone's being kind of dumb right now. And then we got a 1 ounce disc sinker attached to a snap swivel. Lines attached to a snap swivel with a fisherman's knot, and then you attach your rig from there, right there. But that is not my pole that I was using. It is one of my old pole that my grandpa was using. But let's see if I can get this untangled. What my cousins are on. Dadgummit, man. Hold on, stay with me. Bear with me. Here it is. Alright. So, there's let me sit you guys down for a second. This is the rig that I like to use. The reel is a get it turned around. A Matsuo MZ230 series, 5:2.1 ratio. It is a combo. But to get back into the cleaning of the fish, we'll do that right now. Make sure you're not in the shot. I'm gonna go sit this back over here. It is important to, when you come from saltwater fishing, to clean your gear, or else your gear will get insanely rusted and it'll have sand and all kinds of stuff on it if you go to the beach, but it'll have salt in your reel, all types of stuff that will mess you up in the long run. Same way we were doing with the other one, taking the head off and gutting it. But you take your knife, go through there, and then you cut your way out. Make sure you have a bag that you're gonna be able to dispose of your leftovers as far as guts and heads and stuff, because that stuff will stink your house up like nobody's business. So put it in the trash can outside, leave it for the garbage men to come and pick it up.
Don't do that in there, just lay it in there.
Alright. Let's see if the fillet better. Cutting the head off. Ow! Gill plate, sharp. There's one thing you don't want to mess with on croaker, is our gill plates. To keep predators from eating them, their gill plates have a spine right there, and they're razor sharp. They'll cut you very badly, just like that. That right there. Have to clean that one out. Now go and take a shower. For bait that we were using squids, and surprisingly, we were just experimenting this one night when my grandparents were up here. Is all we had that one time, because I was freshwater fishing while my grandparents were shopping and whatnot, but we were using night crawlers at the end of the day because we were showing my grandma and my grandpa the rocks. And my grandma's handicapped, so she can't get up on the rocks. But I was fishing with night crawlers and caught this old boy with a night crawler. It surprised me because I didn't know croaker would eat nightcrawler. They were just slamming it too. I was just using it because it was the only bait I had. Because I was freshwater fishing that day. I didn't expect to come to the rocks at all. When was that, Mom? Like 2 days after they got there?
Yeah, something like that.
After they got here? Like I said, repeating it again, just in case anybody missed it. Take your knife, put it into that flap, take it through the butt, and then bring it through. All the way, and take your finger, with all those nasty, nasty guts. You don't want any of those in there. It'll make you
That's
very
odd.
sick. What?
Guess that's something he was eating on.
That looks like a sandworm. Let me see it. Let me show the people. This is what we call a sandworm. This is what a croaker ate. Full sandworm. He's all digested and dead and shriveled up. One more shot of the guy. Bloodworms and sandworms are very different. Sandworms, they don't have mouths like bloodworms do. Bloodworms have mouths that will bite you and suck blood from fish. So if you ever see a fish or you catch a fish with a hole in it and he's half dead, that's most likely why. Either that or predator got him. I'll have to work it out.
Let me see.
Gotta go wash my hands before my hands get infected.
All right, stop playing in it.
Okay. So, Mom, get out the shop. Step
Yeah.
over there.
Well, you gotta come over here.
I'm showing them the heads and stuff. That's the rest of the heads and the guts and stuff.
Okay.
And that's the
Your hands are dirty.
fish we filleted.
All of them.
Alright. So right now we're just taking the heads and putting them in the bag. To be disposed. We ought to keep that spot head for bait.
Not worrying about it. Just take your hand.
What?
You missed the bag. So I said take your hand.
Another sandworm. See? Another
I know,
sandworm.
he come out the same fish.
Alright, so that will be the end of today's video. Once I get my GoPro and my head my head strap and my chest mount, then I'll be able to record a whole lot more videos for you guys. Fishing videos, freshwater, saltwater, adventures, going out and buying random baits and doing challenges and stuff. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you learned something. And peace out.